Survive part 1, welcome back. But fair warning, these next 10 bombs, they're sharper, they're louder, and they might just punch you right in your ego. It isn't feel-good advice, this is not motivational fluff. These are the lessons I wish someone drilled into my head when I was starting out. So sit up, lock in, and let's finish what we started. Let's go.
Gratitude is the secret to happiness. You're chasing happiness in all the wrong places. The secret to being truly happy is simpler than you think. Happiness doesn't come from money or success or status. It comes from gratitude. When you're grateful for what you already have, you stop obsessing about what you don't. Gratitude shifts your perspective. Instead of focusing on all the problems you have, you focus on the possibilities. You focus on the things that you have. And that doesn't just make you happier, it makes you more effective. It makes you more productive. It gets you in the right mindset to optimize moving forward. Grateful people are more resilient, they're more resourceful, they're more likely to succeed. Hey, and look, people like us are never gonna be complacent or satisfied. And that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about gratitude. Regardless, we are hard driving people. We're obsessed with success and we're obsessed with the next thing. But that life in itself can lead you to an unhappy life if you don't have gratitude and respect for what you already have and what you've accomplished. Even today, I'm moving towards big goals, 8, 9-figure exits, and I'm focused on driving. I desire more. I always have, I always will. But I do remind myself how far I've come and the incredible friends and family and people I have around me, my good health, and the countless other amazing things in my life. And that keeps me happy. It keeps me centered. It keeps me in the right mindset so that I can focus on my big goals and to keep driving forward. Start every day by appreciating what you already have. It won't just make you happier, it'll make you unstoppable. Number 12, ask questions, ask for help, get a mentor. Stop being so damn proud. Stop acting like you know everything. You do not know everything. You don't. And if you think asking for help makes you weak, you're wrong. Successful people don't succeed alone. They ask questions, they seek advice, and they surround themselves with people who've already done what they're trying to do. A mentor isn't just someone who gives you answers, it's someone who shortens your learning curve, calls you out on your bullshit, and helps you avoid mistakes. Asking for help isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength, a sign of confidence. It shows you're serious about leveling up. Constantly seek advice, constantly find those people and engage with them. In my 20s, I rarely asked any questions. I tried to figure everything out myself. I was too damn proud to seek help. It stymied my growth. Today, totally different mindset. I pay tens of thousands of dollars every single year to coaches, to be parts of masterminds, and to surround myself with people who can help me level up faster and to avoid mistakes. Don't be afraid to ask. The right advice from the right mentor at the right time can change everything. Number 13, don't wait for the perfect moment. It does not exist. You're waiting for the stars to align. You're wasting your damn time. There's no such thing as the perfect moment. Conditions will never be ideal. You're never going to feel fully ready. And if you keep waiting for everything to be perfect, you're going to be waiting forever, or you're just going to miss the opportunity entirely. The people who succeed consistently are the ones who take action. They're the ones who start before they're ready. They take messy action, they figure it out as they go, they build the plane on the runway, and they adjust along the way. I've launched over a dozen businesses, and each time I had no clue what I was doing. Sure, I get better at it each time I launch a new business. I get better at evaluating the risk and the reward and whether or not it's a great opportunity or just another opportunity. But each time that I jumped in, I made mistakes and I figured it out. If you recognize a great opportunity, the time to take messy action is now, not later. Fortune favors the bold. Take action, start now. 14, there's no such thing as the one. This one will probably be a little bit controversial. And if my wife's listening, you get it. If you're out there searching for your soulmate, I've got bad news. That person does not exist. There's no single magical person out there who completes you, who fixes all your problems and makes your life perfect. Relationships aren't about finding the one. They're about finding someone who complements you, who works together with you to build an incredible life together. There are billions of people on this planet. So guess what? There might be more than one that could work out for you. The best relationships are partnerships. They're not built on fate or fairy tales or anything like that. They're built on effort and communication and mutual respect. Stop searching for perfection and start focusing on connection. When the chemicals fade, what do you got left? If that doesn't sound romantic, then so be it. That's the truth. My wife and I, we make an incredible team. We work on our relationship and we're willing to do so. We have trust, we have boundaries, we love and respect each other, and that's all that matters. The one isn't found. It's created through hard work and shared vision. 15. I told you I'd get back to this one. Time moves faster than you think. Blink and a decade is gone. Let me tell you how to stop wasting the most precious asset you have, and that's time. Time is your only non-renewable resource. You can make more money, you can build more businesses, you can meet new people, you can find new opportunities, but you can't buy back your time. The problem is, most people live like they've got all the time in the world. They say, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next week, or I'll do it when I'm retired. They procrastinate, they waste their days, they put off their dreams, and then one day they wake up and wonder where the hell all the time went. Don't let that be you. And on top of that, your perception of time speeds up as your mind slows down. And guess what? Your mind is slowing down right now. It's doing it right now. You'll continue to do that every single minute you're alive. Enjoy being bored now. You won't even know what that is later. Your future 60-year-old billionaire self would give up every cent to be your poor ass right now. Let that sink in. So stop wasting time on things that don't matter. Use your time wisely, because once it's gone forever. Pardon the interruption, but we don't do ads. Instead, know that if you're raising capital for real estate, my law firm, Raise Law, is here to give you the expert legal guidance you need to raise capital compliantly and structure and close your deal. And if you're looking for a done-for-you fund-to-fund solution, TribeVest is the industry's only all-in-one setup and fund administration solution. Visit raise.law and tribevest.com to learn more. 16. Learn how to be alone. If you can't stand to be alone, you're never going to figure out who you really are. You're never going to know what you're made of. Being alone isn't loneliness, it's time for clarity. It's the space where you can learn to understand what drives you, your goals, what you really care about, and what you really care about. Most people are so afraid of being alone that they fill their lives with noise, doom scrolling, meaningless relationships, distractions, but real growth happens when you embrace solitude. That's where you're going to find your strength and your confidence. When I first moved to California, I didn't know a single person in LA. I lived alone, ate alone, I went to bars alone. I know it sounds sad. I learned a lot about myself, and I'm a more confident person now because of it. I'm not afraid of being alone. In fact, I love it. I love going to a new city or a city that maybe I haven't explored before, by myself, learning things, seeing things, talking to strangers, answering to nobody. Learn to love your own company. When you do, you'll never need anyone else to validate you. All right, here we go. 17, cut out people who don't elevate you. I'm not even going to repeat it, but you know what it is. The 5 people around you, right? And keeping toxic people around is like drinking poison and wondering why you feel bad. Let me tell you why you need to cut the dead weight out of your life. Your environment determines your success. If you're surrounded by complainers, pessimists, and lazy, unmotivated, complacent people who don't believe in you, they'll hold you down and they're going to kill you slowly. It's not about being heartless. It's about protecting your energy. If someone isn't adding value to your life, if they're not helping you grow and supporting your goals, then they're holding you down. And the worst part, unfortunately, sometimes that's the people that are closest to you. Close friends that you grew up with, even family members. But look, some people change, some people stay the same. Some people grow, some people don't. It's a fact of life, and this life is too short to be held back and to not fulfill your potential. I used to hang out with people who thought working a 9-to-5 and partying every weekend was the peak of life, right? When I started hanging out with multimillionaires, with doers, with builders, with winners, I had no choice but to level up my own life. Your circle should inspire you. It should challenge you. It should push you forward. If it doesn't, it's time to let those people go. Surround yourself with winners. Number 18, finding yourself is a waste of time. Books and movies, flowy gurus out there, they'll say you need to find yourself. You need to discover who you are. I mean, what the hell does that even mean? You don't. You're not lost. You're just avoiding doing the damn work. Here's the thing. You don't need to find yourself like you're some treasure buried in the sand. You build yourself. You create yourself. You create the best version of yourself through action and effort and experience. People who spend years or their whole lives finding themselves are usually just spinning their wheels. They're avoiding the uncomfortable things that they don't want to do, or the uncomfortable truth that prevents them from growing. Those people are lazy. Those people are losers. Stop searching for some magical answer and start doing stuff. Start doing the hard things. That's how you figure out who you are. When I quit medical school, I didn't have a grand plan or a clear vision. I focused on bettering myself in whatever form I could. Taking business classes, getting my MBA, even trying to teach myself Mandarin at one point. But I didn't just sit there. I didn't sit around trying to find myself. I got to work. I tried new things. I learned new skills, and I let the process shape who I am. That's how I built the life I have now. You're not found, you're made. Stop searching and start building. 19, stop following your heart and listen to your brain. Follow your heart sounds cute, but your heart can't think, it can't reason, and it can't make rational decisions. Start using your brain if you actually want to get somewhere. Your heart is emotional, it's impulsive, and it's short-sighted. It'll lead you into bad relationships, bad business deals, wasting time, and bad decisions that you're going to regret. Your brain, on the other hand, knows how to think critically. It can take its time, it can weigh options, and it can make decisions based on logic and facts. Now, I'm just going to say there's a little caveat here. That doesn't mean you ignore your emotions. It means letting your brain take the lead and using your heart really as a kind of a gut check in the background, but not actually making the final decision. The older I get, the more I make decisions with my brain and the better my decisions become. And it's not a coincidence. Anytime I feel rushed or I feel emotional, you know what I'm talking about. You get forced into a sale or you get forced into giving an answer. If I feel rushed or I feel emotional about something, I just stop. I stop, I think, and I wait. And then when the emotion dissipates, whether that's a minute or a day or a week, then I make a rational decision based on facts and reason, but also listening to my gut. Your heart feels, but your brain leads. Remember that. Use them both, but your brain is the leader. Trust it. Here we are at the finish line. Number 20, your life plan is a waste of time. Life doesn't care about your 10-year plan or your long-term plan or your white picket fences. We're taught at an early age to pick what we want to do, to marry who we want to be with forever, to find our passion, to work a million years and retire when you're too old to enjoy it. But here's the reality. Life is unpredictable. You can plan every detail, but it's not going to turn out like you plan it. The people who thrive in this life are the people who not only accept change, but they welcome it. The fastest adapting people, the people who can deal with the most adversity and problems and continue on, those are the ones who experience massive success. It's called resilience. Your life plan is a comfort blanket, not a roadmap. It's fine to have goals, but don't get so attached to this exact plan that you miss opportunities or you can't handle curveballs. Be flexible, not rigid. When I was 5, I wanted to be a monster truck driver. When I was 15, I wanted to play in the NBA. When I was 20, I wanted to be a doctor. I don't know if I ever wanted to be a lawyer, but here I am. Leveraging my knowledge and skill set to create massive wealth and build a life of my dreams, enjoying all of it. The life plan changes. You've got to be flexible. Your life plan is not the final plan. Be resilient, be flexible, adapt, pivot, thrive. And there you have it. 20 truths that'll hit you hard if you're paying attention. Life isn't about comfort. It's not about approval. It's not about patiently waiting. It's about taking risks. It's about making moves and doing whatever it takes to build something that actually matters. You've got 2 choices now. You can nod your head and say, wow, that's great, and go right back to doing the same old shit that's kept you stuck for however long. Or you can take what you've learned, look in the mirror, and say, I'm done with average. Let's go. The truth is, no one's coming to save you. Not your parents, boss, not your friends, not the president. It's on you to take action, to take the leap, to take the hits, and to build the life that you've been pretending that you want. It's time to get to work. The clock is ticking. It's always ticking. Share this with someone who needs to hear the truth. And if you're ready for more unfiltered, no BS advice, hit the subscribe button and join me for the next one. All right, enjoy the journey. Thanks for tuning in to Raise the Bar Radio. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Keep pushing, keep building, and keep raising the bar. Until next time, enjoy the journey.